It is a relationship that's been forged by our own Adjutant General, Major General Orr, who has led the U.S. National Guard, a part-time military service to work with you in the Kosovo Security Force. Iowa has a proud history with our National Guard. During our Civil War, a long time ago, Iowa sent more citizens to serve in the military than any other state as a percentage of our population. Several of you serving today in your legislature bear the personal scars, quite physically, from the conflict that you've had. Your commitment, not only in the hills and the battlefields along Kosovo, is now being translated into good policy to serve your community here throughout your nation. Additionally, we bring with us the ability to invest in business, in economy, in growth, but we also bring with us education, faith, community spirit, and local leadership. I want to welcome our guests from Iowa, but also introduce the great diversity that we have. We have police chiefs. We have local elected officials at the city level. President Denson has led a long history and relationship here in Pristina with our community college, but we also have some of the nation's finest regent universities, both the University of Iowa, Iowa State, UNI, Drake University, and others soon hope to follow. The folks that you have before come with a humble heart. Most of us came here out of money from our own pocket, but more importantly, with a spirit that we want to do something greater. To work with Kosovo is a symbol, not just a reflection of these individuals in this room, but of a state 3 million strong that stands with Kosovo. For our future in Iowa, we see great things with Kosovo. We see the liberty that we've grown up with, the freedom that we have, and the investment in our community being reflected right here in Kosovo. And so, Mr. Speaker, as we spend the next week in your communities, in your regions, the greatest gift that I think that we bring from Iowa is a sincere desire to meet one-on-one with the people of Kosovo and to invite individuals from Kosovo to spend time in Iowa. And that will be one of the greatest gifts and most enduring legacies that our two nations can have together. Thank you to the people of Kosovo, thank you to the people of Iowa, and God bless the U.S. And if I could have the Adjutant General join me. Mr. Speaker, I serve in the U.S. Air Force, and one of the things that we do in the Air Force is, from tradition, a challenge coin. And this was for, and Mr. Speaker, if you'll join me, when pilots would go down behind enemy lines, generally we'd be picked up by gentlemen from the Army. And one of the first things they would identify is, are you a U.S. citizen? Do you have something that identifies who you are? So this is my challenge coin from the Iowa House of Representatives, but on the back, it's a picture of our Capitol, and it's inscribed with "Serve the Community." And every good challenge coin should be able to identify the presentation of doing something for the greater good. Mr. Speaker, your members of Parliament, thank you for doing so much for the greater good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
General, please. You did a great job. Please tell us some few words here. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Iowans, fellow Kosovars, thank you, for being here. But more important is to say thank you for our partnership. You know, Iowa has been a part of Kosovo longer than the partnership that started in March of 2011. We were here right after the war with soldiers from the Iowa National Guard, proudly serving with our nation and our Army to help you through the challenges. And so to this day, we talk often about our partnership and how important it is to our state and how important it is to Kosovo. But we've been here from the very beginning. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our servicemen and women who have been a part of this as a part of the U.S. effort. But now, since 2011, March, when I came here to sign the 77th partnership in the in the National Guard. There are 77 partnerships throughout the world, and this one happens to be one of the newest partnerships today. And in 7 years, through the cooperation of not only the Kosovo security forces and the leadership, General Rama and Minister Cheku, who was the minister at the time that we signed the agreement, we now have moved forth where almost every week, either we have an exchange of soldiers with the Kosovo security force members, either in Iowa or here, but we also have almost every week members of our civilian community that represent the sectors that are here and other sectors that have exchanged ideas, have exchanged business cards, and have worked together to be where we're at today. And according to the State Department and to the senior members that talk about the state partnership program, in the last 7 years, this partnership is now the best state partnership out of the 77 that started when this program began in 1991. That doesn't just happen in 7 years because it's a good idea. It happens because we invest our heart, our soul, and our families together in believing in a cause that's greater than just the title of state partner or sister city or sister state. It's the actions that occur. And I will tell you, I'm honored to be here today for my second time in the parliamentary, because the last time I was here was in February for Independence Day, the 10th anniversary. And I sat in the balcony, honored, privileged to see history in the making and to be part of that period of time that goes back 10 years. We as a nation have been around in the United States for over 300 years, and we're still learning lessons today. And you've come so far in 10 years. And I look forward to the future. And whether I'm the Adjutant General or I'm a citizen of Iowa, I'll always be a Kosovar at heart. This is my second home. I'm proud to say that. I joke kiddingly that my wife would not appreciate if I said it was my first home. But this is my second home. My family has been here multiple times. My children have been here. And I just would like to say from the very bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, for believing in our partnership, and for the sincere belief that we can do something better with our lives and our careers for our families and for our children and for our future. God bless Kosovo. God bless the United States and the great state of Iowa. Follow my dear Schumer.
Shirani dikush, edhe ndoj fjallë për kolegëve deputet. Duke gjenë, a vëtan? Some of my colleagues would like to address you on Albanian for sure. This is Naid Hassani. He used to be in prison for 14 years on Serbia. Now he's actually he's here parliamentarian from Democratic Party of Kosovo.
Përshëndetje për juve miq nga Ajova, edhe për kolegët e mi deputet këtu. Kam një emocion të flas për ajush, pikërisht pas fjalëve të ushtarakut, ku vitet 99 kam qenë pjesë e burgjeve të Serbisë dhe dënimi kapital, ndërsa në kohën e 24 marsit 99 në bombardimeve, ne kemi parë një shpresë, një besim, një forcë, një stimulim të burgosërve që edhe dikush menon për Kosovën, dikush menon për lirinë e vendit tonë, dikush menon që na jap një ndihmë, dhe dikush menon të shlirojë këtë vendin tonë. Pas asaj burgjeve që ishim Mitrovicën e Stremit në Serbi, neve na binë burgun e Dubravës, ku po ashtu na gjujnë, na bombardojnë, mbi 120 na vrasin në brenda burgjeve Serbia dhe me plagët që kishim jepshim ndihmë njëri tjetrit të burgosurit, duke besuar, duke shpresuar, sepse avionet e NATO-s, avionet e Amerikës ishin mbi dhe bombardonin caqet serbe dhe liria ishte e afërt për ne. Po ashtu, me 10 qershor pas përfundimit të saj lufte 77 ditëshe të bombardimeve, neve na transferuan për Serbi dhe na kidnapuan. Po ashtu kishim edhe një shpresë se prapë dikush do të mendoj për neve, përveç vendit ton ishin edhe ju që menduat për neve për lirinë ton nga burgjet. Prandaj edhe një herë, ju falenderoj në emër të gjithë atyre njerëzve që kanë qenë pjesë e burgjeve dhe atyre që janë lënduar, janë vrarë dhe i kanë vrarë Serbia në për burgje. Po megjithatë, falenderoj shumë juve për ndihmën që keni në vendin tonë, Kosovës dhe popullit shqiptar. Unë sot jam këtu para jush si deputet i Kuvendit të Kosovës dhe me emocione kemi përjetuar po ashtu dhe ne pavarësinë kur kemi shpall dhe përfaqësues të ju dhe ambasadorin e Amerikës këtu, gjithë ata që kanë dhënë kontributin, ne kemi falendëruar dhe falenderojmë, jemi mirënjohës për jetë. Për mu personalisht është një ndjenjë e veçantë të flas për ajush. Ne bashkë me kryetarin edhe disa këtu që janë, kemi qenë pjesë e organizimit të luftës, pjesë e ushtrisë shqiptare të Kosovës për lirinë e këtij vendi. Po sot ky vendi jon bashkë me këta kolegë bëjmë përpjekje ta ndërtojmë, ta zhvillojmë, po kjo është edhe një ndihmëse e madhe që ju ja keni dhënë dhe ja jepni vendit tonë. Ne kemi respektin dhe nderin po ashtu për gjithë ata që kanë ndihmuar, përveç Amerikës dhe Bashkimit Evropian, po ashtu. Për neve është si qëllimi i luftës son për liri, ashtu është qëllimi jon dhe një luftë jon për ndërtimin e shtetit të Kosovës. Kjo është një angazhim i përbashkët të gjithë kolegëve deputet, i gjithë qeverisë, i gjithë strukturave dhe qytetarëve të Kosovës që të jemi pjesë e Bashkimit Evropian, po ashtu të jemi dhe pjesë e NATO-s. Liria jonë nuk është e mjaftueshme vetëm e kaq. Liria jonë do të jetë e plot po ashtu kur të jemi pjesë edhe Bashkimit Evropian, po ashtu edhe ndërtimit dhe zhvillimit të shtetit tonë. Ardhja juaj këtu neve na nderon popullin e Kosovës, nderon luftën tonë për liri, dhe nderon shtetin që ne jemi në fillim të ndërtimit ose ndërtimin e shtetit tonë. Dhe njerë, kryetar, ju falenderoj juve gjithëve që keni ardhur, na keni nderuar dhe të qofshin nderuar për gjithmonë. Faleminderit shumë.
Thank you, Naid. Naid was MP from Opposition Party. Now we have another colleague from opposition. This is Dugajin Gorani. It's a well-known analyst now in politics, involved, actually in opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll try to address all of you guests in your native language. Welcome, representatives, citizens, and friends of the Hawkeye State. This is your second home, and this is what we're trying to model ourselves towards. And that's also your community, the sister state. We cannot fully articulate our gratitude, your patience, and your willingness to relate to us from this rather dark and distant corner from where your home is. What we've learned from the United States and its history is the fierce concentration and demand for freedom and independence. And if there's anything that has been so popular throughout our modest history, that has been the idea that it is only through independence and freedom we can have the liberty to choose who should we depend on. We can choose to depend on people we love. We can choose to depend on friends. We can choose to depend on allies. But above all, independence is the road to interdependence. No one is an island in this world. And it is such a pleasure to see you here in Pristina, in Kosovo, to see that there are friends out there, that there are people who actually think about us sometimes, and who happen to know us and this place. It is such a pleasure to see a concentrated group of experts, from farmers to academics, from construction experts, mining engineers, politicians, elected representatives, to have you with us. And we're just politicians. Perhaps next time when you be here, we're not going to be here. As Mark Twain would say, politicians and diapers should be changed for the same reasons. Thank you all for being here. It's such a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Dugajin, please, we are a free country, serving for free speeches. If someone wants to say some few words, it's a great opportunity. Please, whoever from White Lady. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And my name is Kim Heidemann. I am the director of the Iowa Sister States program. And we had the great honor in 2013 of joining Kosovo as a sister state. And I would just like to say thank you to all of you for being a participant in that relationship. I would just like to tell you briefly about the relationship and how it has grown. We actually became a sister state because of the work of our Iowa National Guard. It took 2 years for us to come to the sister state agreement. And then since then, it has blossomed into one of our most active relationships. We actually have 9 of those relationships. And last year we came here with 17 people, and we brought you a few more this time. We have 55 people here in this delegation, and if I can just point out all of the different sectors, I think it's really important to note that this group represents a very intentional group of people. We are not here to just tour, even though we love the country. It's beautiful, we love the people, but we are here to actually do some projects and some programs. So I'll just quickly kind of glance around the room to talk about a little bit about what the plans are. So we have our friends over here. We have an agriculture group. We're working on something that would be a youth and agriculture type of program. This would concentrate in the high school level and will connect classrooms here in Kosovo to classrooms in Iowa. We also have our friends in mission work and also in construction work. We have our education group. The education group is very strong. In fact, could everybody raise a hand here that's in education? Now this represents several different schools across the state. And if I can also point out, those schools are in competition with each other. They are here in partnership today, though. We have some that are working directly with the Ministry of Education, and we hope that several current teachers within Kosovo will be traveling to Iowa in January to actually attend classes at some of our institutions. Of course, with our community college programs, we work with vocational education. And again, this is something that's quite significant that DMAC hopes to do, which is to open in partnership with Kosovo a vocational institution to work with trades. We always need the politicians, right? We need the economists, but we need people who do something with their hands. We need the people who build things. This is where vocational education can come in. Then we have our cities. So if everyone could raise their hands that represent sister cities. So we have developed a strategy to connect our local cities with cities here in Kosovo. So we have current sister cities. We have 2 of them. We hope to expand that out, I would say, to a total of 6 in the near future over the next 1 to 2 years. We're doing also something where we're trying to build our projects within those cities so that we have some continuity, some sustainability in our work. Again, like General Orr said, even if all of us are not in our positions tomorrow, we want this relationship to continue on. And so we thought that might be the best way to ensure the sustainability of the program if it's spread throughout many sectors. We have our friends in, we even have some restaurant owners. We have some culinary arts. That's something, we all love that. We have Scott, we have also Dwight here, who works in the food area. It's something we haven't done yet, but I would really like to see. We have to do something in that area. The cuisine, the food here is always so wonderful, and would love an opportunity to share that in Iowa. We have our business people. We have Ryan here with the Greater Des Moines Partnership. Do we have any other business folks? I think they might be off in meetings. Of course, we have Vermeer, and we have some energy people here. I think they're actually meeting with some people right now. This is an area that we understand is very important, renewable energy. That's what the state of Iowa is all about. We do a lot in this area between wind and solar. Come to Iowa if you ever want to see wind turbines, because I think we have all of them. We have a lot of them. Business is an area that we really would like to work in. We need to get that area energized a little bit. We really hope that we made some good first steps already yesterday, and by the end of the week, we'll make even more. Another area that we have is our sport area. And that's always a fun group to work with. Can our sport people raise their hands? So we have Amateur Athletic Union, AAU, the Iowa AAU. So we have the director of that program from the state here. But we also have coaches in the areas of wrestling. We have soccer. We are also going to go into, hopefully, basketball. We have a lot of basketball and wrestlers. Those are a couple of very popular sports in the state of Iowa. Did I forget anything? Oh, and volleyball. Yes, of course. We have volleyball as well. So between the end of, or now and the end of the week, we hope to talk about the wrestling team. There will be a wrestling team that comes to Iowa this summer, and then we hope to have one that comes here next year. There will be a soccer team from Iowa coming here next year. We have a lot of activities going back and forth. And in fact, later today, the vice president of the National Amateur Athletic Union will be arriving. He will be joining our group. This is very significant, actually, for us, because this is a national organization. And Iowa, we do what we do, but it's always nice to be recognized nationally from our country as well. Did I miss any sectors? We have police. I'll say that too. We got everybody? Local government. Vicki. So we have tourism, which is fantastic. And one of my favorite things about why we have Vicki with Catch Des Moines is that she said, we have so many Kosovo people now coming to Iowa. I want to know better how to host them as a city, as a state, to understand where they're coming from so that we can provide a better environment and do what we can to always make them feel at home. So she's actually come here to listen, to learn, to look, and to be able to serve Kosovars better when they come visit us. We also have our friends from the police department who have come to work with our friends in Isitap and the embassy to do some projects throughout Kosovo. And something that's going to be very dynamic. We thought it would be small in the cities, but it turns out I think it's going to be a nationwide type of program, something that will happen in the near future. So I just want to kind of give you this overview because I think it's important for you to understand that the Sister State Agreement is not one that we signed just to sign and to file away. This is a commitment on behalf of all of these people. And it's not just a few of them that have come here on their own dime, pay for their own way, or their organization, but they come here out of a sense of that they need to be here, that they need to be a part of this. And I really would like to applaud all of the Iowans here today that have become a part of this program, because we do nothing at Iowa Sister States or within this state without your participation. So it's really each of you, and you know this because I say it all the time, that we cannot do this work without each of you. And I would also like to let you know they're volunteers. Even though they may represent different organizations, they also spend a lot of time with me. Some of them more than they want. And some of them, even though they have full-time jobs, they tend to be part-time, full-time with Iowa Sister States. We have a staff of 2, and we have a very active program, but it's because of all of these folks here, and most certainly because of our partnership with the Iowa National Guard and the Kosovo Consulate that's located in Des Moines that we're able to do this. This is truly a team effort. Everything that we do in partnership. And I truly mean that this is a mutually beneficial opportunity for all of us, and never is one way. And we really appreciate, like Representative Nunn said, that you have placed the consulate in Iowa. It is our first diplomatic office. Chicago seems to be the place to go. But we always think that we're better than them anyway. But you chose Iowa, and that is most certainly not taken for granted by any of us. So we have grown in the numbers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about next year, because if we went from 17 last year to 55 this year, we either have to bring 2 groups, or this is just a revolving door of people at this point. And again, these are intentional programs and projects that we're doing. Very few people are just coming here to just check things out. So thank you for your partnership. Thank you for being involved. Thank you for saying yes. Also, please come visit us. Come to Iowa, see what this place is about. Get to know where we come from, get to know us. We will take you and we will visit even more places, because there's a whole lot more that we can do together, but we just need you to help us to seek those partners out. Okay? Thank you very much.
My dear colleagues, there are some of MPs which they want to express their gratitude for Iowa, for you. We are indeed very proud of partnership which we are having with Iowa. We want to enhance this kind of partnership. We just had a good discussion together with General and their colleagues about having very soon a special treaty between Kosovo and Iowa, which means to expand this kind of partnership on the sense. We don't need to have just one office like we have there, this gentleman here who is doing a great job. We can have the office in Wall, Iowa, by having a special treat, especially on bringing the investors from Iowa, from United States, from all West countries, through Iowa to Kosovo. And we will work on that. We are very thankful on having our kids in Iowa, our students, and we are very happy that from this year, I heard that we will have some of students from Iowa here in our university. Thank you very much. On the same time, now it's one gentleman, Ismet Beçiri, is from LDK, is a party which is in opposition. They gave a great contribution for state building here in Kosovo. Ismet, it's your floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear guests, it's my honor and I wish you warm welcome. I belong to Democratic League of Kosovo, which party formed our ex-president Ibrahim Rugova. I know you, many of you know him. For us, it's very important to continue our relation, but I would like to say something in Albanian to feel what I feel, and after that in English to try to say how much we feel and what we feel for American people and your country. Historia jon e lidhjeve me Shtetet e Bashkuara të Amerikës, histori dhe vullnet që është jo vetëm historike, po edhe tashme e gjitha subjekteve politike, në çka nuk na ndon as sot, në mos shumëdarit që mund të kemi raporti, miqësia, bashkëpunimi që kemi dhe dëshirojmë ta kemi me Shtetet e Bashkuara të Amerikës, është diçka që na bën bashkë gjitha subjektet politike në Kosovë. Kjo është diçka e padiskutueshme. Ndërkëse sa i përket historisë, t'ju them që nga viti 89 për 16 vite me radhë derisa ka vdek presidenti i Kosovës e ka pas një fjali mes tjerash. Miqësia e përhershme me Shtetet e Bashkuara të Amerikës. Dhe ajo mbetet edhe sot, edhe në të ardhmen, si bazament i ndërtimit të raporteve tona. And finally, without God, without United States, without leading by Rugova, a movement, and without KLA, Kosovo don't have a chance to be where we are. Thank you very much.
Now we are coming to a point where maybe we will have a hard discussion because we will have some other colleagues which want to address you. They are very tough, by the way. Actually, in our coalition, we have very slight coalition. From numbers, one of our MPs in position is this gentleman here, who is from the spirit all the time like opposition. He wants to address you for some few words. Mr. Milaim Zeka, and then Mr. Smail Kurteshi. He belongs to the toughest opposition party. And he wants to express his gratitude for Iowa as well. He's tough against us as partners in coalition, but for United States, he's very strong. We are all united on that. Thank you. Milaim, your floor.
Faleminderit, kryetar, thank you very much. Të nderuar musafer nga Shtetet e Bashkuara të Amerikës, arsyeja që dola këtu është në radhë parë të falenderoj të gjithë pilotët e NATO-s, të cilët për mua janë heroj gjallë, ata që e bombarduan Miloševićin dhe sistemin e Miloševićit, jo popullin serb. Në mesin e tyre është edhe një shqiptare e madhe që generali mbase e njeh, Faruza Kallaba, dhe ajo ka qenë njëra prej pilotëve të ushtrisë amerikane. Ne shqiptarët jemi popull i vogël, po Amerikës i kemi dhënë njerëz shumë të mëdhaj. Kemi dhënë aktorë të mëdhaj, vëllezërit Belushi. Kemi dhënë botës Nën Terezën. Dhe mbi bazën e kësaj krenohemi edhe me veten tonë, krenohemi edhe me Amerikën. Për ne shqiptarëve, Bibla dhe Kurani ynë është atë dheu ynë dhe Amerika. Ne e trajtojmë Amerikën si dy hera dhe, sepse është Amerika, është NATO-ja, janë vendet perëndimore që e kanë mbrojt ekzistencën biologjike të kombit shqiptar. Kosova ka jetu në apartheid. Miloševiqi nuk ka luftu me vra shqiptar. Miloševiqi ka luftu me i zhduk shqiptarët. Dhe është dallim i madh me vra një Amerikan dhe dallim shumë i madh me dashur me zhduk kombin Amerikan. Por ne sot, si deputet, këtu mbrapa meje, të gjithë këta deputet që i shifni, kanë njerëz të familjes të vramë, kanë njerëz të zhdukur. Janë të gjithë deputet mbrapa meje që Miloševiqi javë ka shkatru piramiden e jetës. I ka largun nga familja dhe i ka përzon jashtë shtëpisë të vetë. Kombi Amerikan dhe shteti Amerikan është i fortë se në bazament e ka lirinë e individit, respektin e lirive të individit, respektin për familje. Por unë dola këtu t'ju tham vetëm një diçka. Si politikan i këtij vendi, ne do të ndërtojmë ura të miqësisë me kombin serb. Ne nuk do të lejojmë që serbët e Kosovës me u trajtu në atë mënyrë qysh neve na ka trajtu Miloševiqi. Ne nuk do të pranojmë që minoriteti serb në Kosovë të trajtohet si minoritet, por do të luftojmë që ata të trajtohen si qytetarë të barabartë të Republikës të Kosovës. Kosova është e jona, aq sa është e serbëve, aq sa është e turqëve, aq sa është e romëve. Dhe mbi bazën e kësaj do të ndërtojmë ardhmerin e vendit tonë të Republikës tonë. Po e përfundoj fjalimin tim me një citat të shejtë të Biblës. Në Bibël thuhet se hakmarrja i takon vetëm Zotit, jo njeriut. Ne nuk do të hakmerremi ndaj askujt. Hakmarrja më e madhe ndaj Miloševiqit nga ana jonë do jetë në qoftë se ne Kosovën do ta bëjmë shtet të vërtet demokratik. Faleminderit shumë Amerikë, faleminderit ushtarëve të NATO-s, shumë faleminderit. Harrova me thonë një diçka që kjo vlen për burrat këtu që na ka bën një favor shumë të madh, është një zbulues shumë i madh shqiptar që ka zbulu Viagrën. E aja është Ferit Murati. Është Ferit Murati që na ka shpëtu gjithë burrave me fytyrë, është nobelist, është shqiptaro-amerikan, dhe më thonë njeriu që ka zbulu Viagrën, po ashtu është shqiptar. Faleminderit shumë.
Good morning, dear friends. I am sure you know that you are in the country that the support for the United States is higher than anywhere else in the world. So welcome in Republic of Kosovo. You are really in your home. I'm not going to say in your second home. The other thing that I wanted to say is that I'm not here to talk about United States and about Vedvendosje because both of them are very well known in the world, so I do not have to say anything about them. I am here to talk something about education as I chair the Committee of Education, and on behalf of the committee that I chair, I would like to have a longer meeting with a group of education, and it is our proposal that we can even have a joint meeting. We as a committee have today a meeting at 12:30, but we can arrange anytime any meeting with them because I think that we need very much to exchange our views, our experiences, and things that we can, take as experience from your country. I would like only to say that in Republic of Kosovo, all the communities have the education in their own language. So Albanians in Albanian, Serbs in Serbian, Bosnians, Turks, and all of them, they have the right to have the pre-university education in their mother tongue. And I think that is a great achievement for all of them, and it is, of course, something that shows that all the communities here, enjoy full human rights in Republic of Kosovo. Another thing that I would like just to mention, again about education, about 84% of all the students that complete middle school or high school, as you call it in United States, they go to university. But even though we have so many graduated in universities, the unemployment in Kosovo is very high. That is because we have another great problem, that is the problem of low quality in education, in which we have to work very hard and to increase the quality. And by increasing the quality, I'm sure that we can increase the employment of our young generation. There are so many problems in education and in our life altogether, but I'm sure with a close cooperation with Iowa, with the United States, with European Union, we will achieve successes and overcome the problems that we have. Once more, welcome to Kosovo, and I hope that you will enjoy your stay here. Thanks.
Before asking you to take a family picture in front of here, if someone wants to add something to take the floor, please, from both sides. Please, Professor. University of Iowa?
Iowa State University.
Iowa State University, great. Thank you. Actually, just for your information, I didn't know that they are not from Iowa State University. We have actually two students who used to study in Iowa, Gracie University.
Graceland University.
Yeah, they're minister in government of Kosovo, actually. In Minister of European Integration and in Ministry of Health, actually. One ambassador in Panama, yeah. Thank you, Professor.
First off, I want to say thank you to all of the Kosovars for being wonderful hosts for the Iowa delegation. This is my 7th time in Kosovo. Each time I return, I'm learning new things, I'm seeing great progress, so you are to be commended for the struggles that you have overcome to make improvements in your country. I want to thank Major General Orr for opening the doors for this relationship. Thank Kim and Iowa Sister States, Consul General Gashi for all of his work to help strengthen this relationship. So I think I speak on behalf of all of our education partners here. We're very excited for this opportunity to work together hand in hand to help you build a system that can help you continue to grow and develop. And I'm particularly proud to say that Iowa State University is hosting a Kosovar, and I'll introduce Albalena Basha. She is a Kaya Fellow. She's received funding from USAID to study her master's degree at Iowa State University in the field of agricultural economics and sustainable agriculture. And we hope that you will continue to send some of your best and brightest students to Iowa to help us build an even stronger partnership. Thank you very much. Faleminderit shumë.
Thanks again to all of you. Enjoy your stay in Kosovo. Please let's visit countryside, because Kosovo is not only Pristina. I would ask you to go to visit a lot of places here in Kosovo, around Kosovo, Prizren, Mitrovica, Gjilan, Peja, all our Kosovo city, are beautiful cities. Thank you to Parinatash. The Prizren is the most beautiful city in our country, and my colleague come from Prizren. Please, can we take a family picture all together now to move on this side, together with the MPs? Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Mr. Gashi, thank you, General. Thank you.